Hello, everybody. Breaking Chains coming to you right now. I just want to say hello. How you doing? I'm back at it once again, man. I just had to put it on her. It's just something that hit my heart. Um, I'm gonna read I'm gonna read a couple of verses out of Matthew 26, 31 through 35, and it was about Jesus predicting Peter denial, and it's just something that's just touched me right now. I'm gonna read these verses 31 to 35. I don't see you. Come on.
Hi guys, what's up? My name is Sean and this is my dad too. And he's a good father. So make sure to comment and subscribe and share and ring the notification bell. Bye bye.
Okay, y'all hear the man. Alright, it said, then Jesus told them, this very night you will all fall away on account of me. For it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock will scatter. But after I have risen, I will go ahead of you in Galilee. Peter replied, this is what this is all about right here. Peter replied, even if all fall away on account of you, I never will. I tell you the truth, Jesus answered. This very night before the roosters crow, you will disown me 3 times. Peter declared, even if I have to die with you, I will never disown you. And all the disciples said the same. It's really knowing that when you on this journey and when you getting ready to be spiritually growth, when you getting mature into this journey, your growth starts growing, your circle starts shrinking. People, when you about to go in through your thing that God is trying to tell you to do from your life, when you going through those hard times, when you're about to go through those hard times, when you're going through those hard times, people will scatter. And there's gonna be some that's gonna be there for you, but out of all these people, I know that Peter thought that he was gonna be there regardless of what happened to Christ, to Jesus Christ. And sometimes, man, we need to come back to our senses that everybody's not gonna be there when you're going through that moment, the hard times, the rock bottom times, in the mud times, in the darkness days, in the wilderness. Everybody's not gonna be there. I had to come to a conclusion about that situation, but I'm not saying everybody is gonna scatter. It's just gonna be majority of the people that you love the most, is gonna fade away. But sometimes, like in the verse it said, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock will scatter. People will scatter. Yeah, the sheep going to scatter. The shepherd is Jesus. The flock is us. When things go hard, that's what people do. You know what I'm saying? It could be your husband, your wife, your children, your co-workers, people like your family, whoever. that been in your life all this time, when you start working on this journey and you going through crucifixion, you know what I'm saying, you going through those that sacrifice of your body, you know, spiritual wise, things start making a change for people in your life. I don't want to talk your head off today because I went through some things, and I'm just taking it back, you know, just taking it back, just thinking about what was going on this part of my life, this part of in denial of what I went through for, you know, pride, ego, you know, lust, envy, jealousy. Some of us don't know that what's on your life, people don't want to be there. And I ain't saying, I ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, I'm not calling nobody out. It's just in general. I mean, there, like I said, people gonna be there. God just wanted to show us something. And sometimes we think that those people are gonna be there, but we in denial too of what's going on. You know, that was Peter, was in denial. He denied Jesus. He denied Jesus, and I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. But it is what it is. Because if you're not in denial of what's going on, you ain't gonna know what you're going through. You're not gonna be open for what God is trying to show you. That was Jesus was trying to tell him. You're gonna deny me 3 times, and the rooster gonna crow. And sure enough, but he ain't giving no time. He just Jesus was letting Peter know that you're gonna deny me 3 times. He didn't give you no time limit when you gonna do it. Some of us is in denial too. That what we did, we thought was right, was wrong. I understand. That hit hard. We gotta take accountability, man. If we know we did something wrong, just take accountability. Just like, but if you read at the end of this chapter, Jesus came back to Peter with the 3. After he denied Peter 3 times, he came back with the 3 questions to get him back in. To, you know, redeem himself. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord works with us. We have to take in consideration. I know that's not cool sometimes, but we have to come to the fact of the conclusion of denial. Stop being in denial of what you went through. Denial of what that you did, what you did. And be a big girl, a big boy, and take the consequences. Because if you don't take the consequences, you won't learn from these things. And that's what these verses is all about, to learn from your mistakes. Even though Peter denied him 3 times, God gave him another chance to get himself together. Repent. Forgive. That's what he did. He thought that Jesus was gonna, you know, throw him to the wayside. No. When you know that you did wrong, repent. That's it. Repent, people. Stop denying yourself that you did something. You thought you did something right, but you didn't, man. I know. No, I ain't gonna. Nope. He said, if I have to die with you, I will never disown you. And all the disciples said it. He had co-signing his fellow disciples, his fellow people, co-sign with him. They said, man, we ain't running. A lot of that, we ain't running. We ain't running for nothing. Once those soldiers showed up, I think only one disciple stayed, and that was John. But it's gonna be times like that when people start running. You know what I'm saying? I got your back. And then once you call them up, I ain't trying to tell nothing, but when you call them up and do something like this, man, I'm not talking about me, but in general, some people, it's in that situation. Now, I'm not in it. I was, but you know, it's slowly coming together. But when you in that situation and you need to find somebody, you know, to help you get you out, only person you should be calling is Jesus Christ for real, because he gonna help you through this situation. He the only way he'll know what to do. He told you time and time again that person is gonna you know, run when things get hard. He told me this. These people in general, these people will run. But there's gonna be time for people. He removed people out your season for a moment, and some of them he's returning them in a way. Somehow he returning some of the people, not all, some. You know, it's a reason why some of these people scattered. They was scared, they didn't know, or they was just confused of what's going on, because that's what he do when he start separating people. He start making them confused. He start making confusion. He send the spirit confusion, and then he send them off. It's just like getting drunk. They ain't gonna know why they separating. So I gotta get off this thing, man. Just think about it, man. If you in denial, just confess. Take accountability of your actions. Understanding that God is gonna redeem your salvation or whatever it is that you're going through, because I know that everything's gonna work out in your favor. So I gotta get off this thing. Signing off to you. Peace.